Hi, I'm Anthony Ware.
I'm Brandy Jones.
And I'm Tyrone Hodges.
And we're the directors of Sabotage.
Heh.
So I remember when we first started to discuss the idea of the Sabotage dance team, it was about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember when I first came to Purchase College, I came from a very strong dance background and always worked at colleges to where there was a strong hip hop dance team. So I was kind of surprised in the fact that Purchase did not have that at the time. I obviously didn't have the time to start a dance team, but then it was kind of like fate because I met a person named Jeffrey Chan. And Jeffrey came to me with an idea of starting a dance team on the campus. Jeff is a very strong hip hop dancer. He wanted to bring that culture to Purchase College, and so we talked about it, talked about the name, came up with Sabotage, and that's kind of how we got the ball started. It was very new to the school, started in a very kind of rudimentary stage, and didn't have really space for it. Jeff was very close with Tyrone. Tyrone kind of helped carry the torch with him in the beginning stages. So, like, what do you think that was like in the beginning?
It was rough, I'll let you know that. We started pretty late into the year. We didn't start until like mid-October-ish. Now we start, doing tryouts at like the beginning of September. But when we first started Sabotage, we had maybe 8 people at most, and that's including me and Jeff.
Let's be everybody run! Where else we going? To the next gala! I don't know what we gonna do there, but we know that's all.
At first, when I started doing Sabotage, I didn't really take it as seriously as Jeff did, but as time went on, like, Sabotage really became like a second family to me. So to have the funding cut is one step closer to having the team cut entirely, and to have the team cut entirely would honestly be really devastating to me because some of my really good friends are on this team, and this is just a way for us to see each other every day because we're all not in the same major. We all
Funding also goes towards providing the team with their own unique gear, and without that I feel like we would lose a sense of our community. And another important thing our funding goes towards is paying our DJ for all of our musical edits and all of the places where we need music for. So without funding we would have none of these resources.
Hey, my name is Diana Lopez. I am a theater and performance major at SUNY Purchase, and I'm also a singer, songwriter, and dancer.
Tell me what you really see. Tell me why you hate me. Tell me why the love's gone. And tell me what I did wrong.
As an artist, I feel like funding is really important. It goes into a lot of different aspects of the field, like I had an after-school program and it was funded, and I didn't have to pay for it to be a part of it, and that's like really important because when you're young you don't have money to pay for to be a part of extracurricular activities. It's like being in a sport, but it's art, and we need that because we should be able to get these things for free, just like we get other things like sports and such for free, because artists offer a lot of things to the world, and without us there would be a lack of communication.
Where do we begin? You're in your backyard, floating fantasy.
funded to me is completely important to me because I've already had things that have been funded for me, and without that, I don't think I would be where I am now. Theater, acting, dance, music, singing, all of that's my life. Like, there's nothing else that I would want to do. And without having the opportunity to do that for free, I would be a really depressed person because, like, that's what I do. And that's my career choice, that's my dream, that's my path. And without that, that would break a lot of young people's dreams.
Yes, welcome to the second annual Aphrodisiac 2017. I'm so excited. We're here, it's lit, and
Hi, my name is Marquise. I'm a photographer. I'm the CEO and founder of True Images Photography. I'm also a theater and performance major at SUNY Purchase College. I've been involved in many productions that have needed funding, from GoFundMe accounts, Kickstarters, crowdsourcings, asking parents for money, things like that. I've also been inside of productions through Stella Adler Conservatory Studio of Acting, which offered me a spot to be an actor in their summer intensive for about 6 weeks, a month and a half. That experience was great because it helped me grow as an actor. It actually helped me get my audition passed for here, as well as teaching me life experiences with other people, other actors, learning how to move about in the craft. And I was not unfortunately going to be able to have that without the funding given to that program.
Okay, so my focus would be in business and finance. So I would eventually have my own organization, nonprofit, that helps fund like budget cuts within like public schools and stuff like that. So yeah.
I've been doing like little pop-up shows around the city, so I'm trying to just like provide a platform for artists. Cause I was doing shows in like the different free new pods around campus, so I went through the Greene fee, and they're like basically where you would get funding for like anything regarding sustainability, and like free new sheds are basically like these zero waste programs. So they're like, there's just a bunch of different organizations on campus that you can find funding through, just depending on like what your project pertains to. But have you done anything similar?
I haven't found funding for certain programs, but I was part of a program that had outside funding. I worked at an after-school program in middle school and high school, and I think my junior year of high school I kind of just like left the program, but I found out maybe 2 years later that they moved, and when they moved they got cut. So if I would have stood there, I probably would have been out of a job or just like stuck trying to find something else.
What was the after school program?
It was called Cypress Hills Local Development something.
What did they do?
But it was like after school you would go like after school, middle school, 6th grade, 7th grade. You'd go to the cafeteria, or you would go to like the classrooms, and people would be there to help you with your homework, to have arts and crafts, or like different programs like that. We'd go on trips, and then you can sign up for the summer like after school program.
You gotta think about it this way. You have these after school programs like we were just talking about, they're not these after school programs are not just happening without money.
Right.
And these are places for kids who come from low income families who don't have the money to go out and, like, for example, your Milka's working in an after school program, but parents pay thousands of dollars to keep their kids there. Parents, not every parent, especially coming from where we come from, our background, not everybody has the means to pay for a place to put their kids, especially if they're at work. Or like my niece, she does ballet and she does that for, well, not everything is free, but the program is ultimately free.
Without funding through any of these programs, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. I know it's the cliche statement, but it's true.
I feel like it's a matter of becoming just more resourceful